Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the 12th and final episode of to Gensou no Grimgar. So, in the last episode, our group is continuing to explore the mine, and they actually got to a place, they went down to a place where they thought they would be safe, and they were kind of safe from the kobolds, but they ran into Mary's old party members that had been resurrected by the phenomenon that we heard about before when Minato originally died, about how if you don't, deal with the body in a timely manner, it just comes back as a necromancy type thing. And that's what happened to her ex-party members, so they had to deal with that. Mary actually cleansed them, with hugs, pretty much. And I got the impression that Mary had been, she'd realized this was a thing she would probably have to do when she went down there. So she was ready. And she did it, so hopefully that gives her some closure there. Also, not too long after that happened, the big creature, Death Spot, I want to say his name is, attacked, and a bunch of little ones as well after he kind of called them in, and they had to escape in a hurry. Ronta actually ended up getting left behind, essentially sacrificing himself to give them more time, and near the end there we saw him come at me bro, pretty much, and he's not going to be able to fight all them, especially not with Death Spot there. I hope that's his name. And yeah, the best he can hope for is to run away, and even that's unlikely. So hopefully he's fine, but I'm not really expecting him to be. Anyway, let's get into the next episode. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. I thought they already advanced above the lava floor and this we're still showing Ronta. And that dripping blood, that's not a good thing. Meanwhile, the not cute pigs living their exciting existence. And he's still alive. They don't seem that excited, though. I kind of thought the worst when I saw his dripping blood helmet. I'll take your word for that. Is Ronta hiding in the middle of the pigs? Yeah. Those things don't look that big from far away, but once you have the sense of scale, those things are huge. Oh, I was like, what is this exactly? He was summoning some slime. Not a very nice demon. That's kind of like a childlike voice. A little unsettling. And it talks without moving its mouth. I mean, he's alive now, but can he make it out? Because he's not doing so hot. For the audience's sake. I would have guessed. It shouldn't. Flat as justice. Yeah, he is kind of a jerk. I'm sure Ronta could handle it better than you could. It is kind of a miracle he hasn't died yet. I know that brat's around here somewhere. Just stab the pig? I'm sure he didn't stab Ranta. Okay. Thing is so creepy. Yeah, who else would it be? That's impressive. He's tenacious if nothing else. Man, that would annoy me so quickly. Yeah, that one final regret. Of course, as far as Yumen goes, there's something else I would like to find out more than that. It really is a miracle he hasn't died yet. That was close. Too close for comfort. Oh, right in the eye. Why is it always a goddamn eye? Should have aimed for the knee, honestly. Oh no, his friends have arrived. I'm never quite ready for that. Yeah, her magic's come a long way. Yeah, he still has one eye, though. If he can take out that other eye, he should be good. You really shouldn't yell that loud enough for your enemy to hear. This is my last arrow, guys. Yeah, they in general have come a long way as a party. Can you remember when these guys couldn't even kill a single goblin? Like, barely managed to kill the one they had backed up against the river? They still have room for improvement, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of a night and day difference from back then. I just have something in my eyes. Sheesh. Oh, Ranta. You blew it. Ranta might be the biggest tsundere in this series. He wanted to feel your chest. We found out that earlier. He's going to admit it. That he wants to grab it. That non-existent chest. You don't want to piss off your one and only healer. She doesn't like you that much to begin with. Now I just have to get out in one piece. Yeah, there's one thing they learned from the Minata thing is never let your guard down while you're in enemy territory. There's not really a lot of ways to interpret that. Who's not around anymore, and he left being leader to you. Those are kind of his dying words. As long as you realize that. He was trying a little bit too hard to measure up to him. So do the rest of your party members. It really is. As long as you're not losing party members, I'd say it's safe to say you're a good leader. Is she out of mana? I guess I didn't bring any potions along. I'm sure the lesser kobolds would be okay with that as well. But yeah, they're still not out yet. But they are safer than they were before. That's very much not good. Yeah, one eye's been blinded and he's still after these guys. And they don't even have much mana left, so if somebody gets injured... he just grabs his sword. Could have let us know that earlier. Yeah, she's kind of spent. That's literally the only thing you can do. Take out his other eye. That's your best chance. He's trying to do what Minato did for him. Well, yeah, she doesn't want to experience losing any more party members again. Yeah, Ronta survived worse than that. Though, admittedly, that's pretty bad. And he's not even down for the count yet. You gotta keep fighting till you can't fight anymore. That's the way of the adventure. I would attack in his blind spot. I don't think she can hear you. We'll see how long that lasts, though. Good advice. Come on, Haruhiro, go for the other eye. And... bam! And now he shouldn't be able to hit you anymore. You just cut his sword in half? I hope this is Haruhiro opening his eyes here and they recovered him. Yeah. I was actually legitimately thinking he was going to die there. They were kind of building that up. With him taking his badge off and everything. I mean, if there's a cute girl there, it's a good possibility. I don't think Hell would have those. It's so weird seeing Mary laugh. Man, first thing you wake up, somebody hands you food. That's the life right there. You pretty much killed him, I think. Yeah, I would imagine it'd be a pretty good bounty on that thing's head. I'd say Haruhiro should get a little bit more of the split. Date spots. Yeah, man. Yeah, that money would come in handy for that. No, we don't. A little bit, I guess. If you take Ichigo, it means strawberry. Which it doesn't in that context. I would rather Yume stand like that. Yeah, you don't want to lose this. But he really was expecting to die there. Meanwhile, this guy again. It's a good question. He just spouts nonsense for attention. One final appearance from Renji, who's had almost no screen time in this show. Well, then never mind then. I've always wanted to say that. You know, Minato appearing behind him like that almost made me jump. You could say that. A little bit. We'll probably never find out since this is the last episode. Yeah, I don't see you forgetting anything of this. So that was the 12th and final episode of Hai to Gensou no Grimgar. And it was a pretty intense episode in the first half. Ronta, we found out pretty quickly in the episode that Ronta was still alive. They kind of we had a bit of a red herring there, showing his helmet like dripping blood left behind. But no, he just left it behind and went up a floor, hid amongst the pigs, which I guess maybe he was hoping their pig's cuteness would rub off on him. I don't know, but luckily he did survive. And in the episode, I was concerned about Ranta dying, and I was concerned about Haruhiro dying. Like, it kind of teased both of those happening a lot. Like one of them would stay behind and essentially sacrifice themselves for the rest to escape. It seemed like it might have been going down that path, but in the end, we didn't have any significant deaths this episode, unless you count Death Spot, or Date Spot as Yumek calls him, which is a much more cute nickname, really. Not that it matters since he's dead now and they got the bounty for that, so this should be set for a while. And at the beginning of the series, they were having some serious money problems, like they weren't making any. So they've come a long way since then, and they've just come a long way in general. All the party members, they're better at working together than they were before. They've gotten much better skills. They've gotten better at their skills. And Ranta's demon thing is so annoying. Like, I wouldn't pick a Dark Knight as my class of choice in this world. I wouldn't do it. I'd probably go with Thief, especially with the Thief Master Trainer person that Haruhiro had, that we got to see hanging out in a tree with a cat briefly in the episode. But they eventually escaped, no worse for wear. And Haruhiro was actually got recovered later on. I guess they came back at some point and was like, "Hey, Haruhiro, are you still alive down there? Oh, Death Spot's dead, and he looks like he might still be alive, so let's take him with us." And then eventually woke up later in the hay with Mary by his bed, naturally. And what else? That was really the episode. Haruhiro kind of had a little revelation there, like, he's not Minato. He shouldn't try to be Minato. He might be the leader, but he needs to be the leader the way he can be the leader. And that really was something he needed to get to his head, which luckily it seems like he finally got that. And the episode ended with one final trip to the Minato's gravestone. And we saw Minato pop up behind him, almost jump scare-ish. I don't think that was the intention, but it did almost kind of jump scare me. The series overall. The series started out as an isekai thing. These characters were transported to another world. And I think that was kind of pointless to do almost, because them coming from a different world almost never really came into play at all. Like, they didn't even have memories of their past. Like, they were kind of doing a little bit of that, like, hey, I have these vague recollections of things from another world, like a cell phone. I said that word, but what is a cell phone? But that really never came into play in the series, like, at all. It just seemed like it was just kind of a way to remind the audience, hey, these guys are not originally from this world, just keep that in mind. But it just never really came into play, so it might as well not even been an isekai anime since it barely served any real purpose. But anyway, the series started out as a survival anime, a more realistic take on the whole adventure video game world type thing. And they were having a lot of difficulty surviving, difficulty killing these monsters, because it's not anywhere near as easy as video games make it look, because video games streamline a lot of it. In real life, it's very hard to hit your target with an arrow. There's no auto-aim or anything, and there's no basic artificial intelligence that you can easily work around. But eventually, once Minato died, and it was really hammered into their head that this is real, this is serious, don't take it like a joke, like a game. Once that happened, the series kind of shifted from being a survival story to just them dealing with Minato's death. Like the rest of the series, that was pretty much what it was about. They both emotionally and practically, because they had to get a replacement party member and deal with her issues so she could become a valuable member of the group, a proper member of the group. And everyone was taking Minato's death pretty hard, all in their own way. Minato was mostly just about trying to measure up to him as a leader. That was mostly what his was about. And they just focused on Minato a lot after that. Like, they just kept referencing him, going back to his grave, like after every little accomplishments. I just feel like they might have overdone that a bit, like trying to really hammer home the idea that Minato's death mattered. And in the end, that actually was the only significant death in the series. I was actually pretty sure they would kill off at least one more character, possibly Ranta. But no, they kind of baited that a little bit, but no, Ranta ended up surviving, actually. I'm not sure how. He really does have the devil's luck, I guess. But overall, it was a good series. It was very, very slow paced, and I feels like I only watched a small portion of a much bigger story. And that's just common with these light novel adaptations. I assume it's light novel adaptation. And the music was really good. Like, it complemented a lot of scenes very well. And it did have some really cool action scenes. And it's had some pretty decent comedy scenes here and there. And, yeah. I think that's all I really have to say on it, since I'm not really, like a full-on review or anything. I just kind of want to give some general thoughts on it. So if I had to give this a score, it'd probably be 7 out of 10. So yeah, let me know what you thought of the anime. What you thought of my reaction in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.